From the pen of the 1st century 3rd era sage, Mordecai, the Emperor Pelagius II died a few weeks before the end of the year, on the 5th of evening star during the festival of North Wind's Prayer, which was considered a bad omen for the empire. He had ruled over a difficult 17 years in order to fill the bankrupt treasury. Pelagius had dismissed the elder council, forcing them to buy back their positions. Several good but poor councillors had been lost. Many say the light didn't turn on. Many say the emperor had died as a result of being poisoned by a vengeful former council member. His children came to attend his funeral in the coronation of the next emperor. His youngest son, Prince Magnus, 19 years of age, arrived from Almalexia, where he had been a counselor to the royal court. 21-year-old Prince Sepphoris arrived from Gillane with his Red Guard bride, Queen Bianchi. Prince Antiochus, at 43 years of age, the eldest child and the presumptive heir presumptive, had been with his father in the imperial city. The last to appear was his only daughter Potema, the so-called Wolf Queen of Solitude. 30 years old and radiantly beautiful, she arrived with a magnificent entourage, accompanied by her husband, the elderly King Mantiarco, and her year-old son Gurio. All expected Antiochus to assume the throne of the empire, but no one knew what to expect from the Wolf Queen. Lord Vulcan has been bringing several men to your sister's chambers late at night. Every night this week, offered the spy master. Perhaps it was her if her husband were made aware. My sister is the devotee of the conqueror gods, Remen and Talos, not the love the goddess Debella. She is plotting with those men, not having orgies with them. I'd wager I slept with more men than she has, laughed Antiochus, and then grew serious. She's behind the delay of the council, offering me the crown. I know it. 6 weeks now. They say they need to update records and prepare for the coronation. I am the emperor. Crown me into oblivion with the formalities. Your sister is surely no friend of yours, your majesty. But there are other factors at play. Do not forget how your father treated the council. It is they who need following if need be. Strong convincing, the spy master added, with a suggestive stab of his dagger. Do so, but keep your eye on the damnable Wolf King. As well, you know where to find me. At which brother, at your highness, inquired the spy master. Today, being Fredas, I'll be at the Cat and Goblin. The spy master noted in his report that night that Queen Potema had no visitors, for she was dining across the imperial garden at the Blue Palace with her mother, the dowager Empress Quintilla. It was a warm night for wintertide, and surprisingly, countless though the day had been stormy, the saturated ground could not take any more, so the formal structured gardens looked as if they had been glazed with water. The two women took their wine to the wide balcony to look over the grounds. I believe you are trying to sabotage your half-brother's coronation, said Quintilla, not looking at her daughter Potema. Saw how the years had not been so much wrinkled her as faded her, like the sun on a stone. It's not true, said Potema, but would it bother you very much if it were? Antiochus is not my son. He was 11 years old when I married your father, and we've never been close. I think